Ali رضي الله عنه.
I listen.
That's a joke. That's not
yes,
deen.
yes.
What
Because
aqidah is
because
this?
we don't have the divine view of Ali bin Abi Talib you have. We don't believe Ali bin Abi Talib was
No, but
Allah.
look for haq.
We don't believe.
Look for haq.
Wait.
The Prophet said about Imam Ali.
Ya
Ali
Allah.
مع الحق.
Ya Karar.
Do you believe
Ya
in
Abu
this
Karar,
hadith?
Abu
Okay,
Karar.
okay.
Let me finish.
Introducing Billboard Pal, the mobile billboard. With your Billboard Pal, you can advertise anywhere, anytime. Just find your target audience and make unlimited connections. Billboard Pal makes advertising fun and affordable. Stand out from the crowd. Your future customers are ready to meet you.
People who will give divine attributes to Ali bin Abi Talib. And people who will hate Ali bin Abi Talib to such an extent that they will degrade him like the worst of disbelievers. Yes, exactly. So the Prophet ﷺ was pointing towards the Shi'Ah and the Khawarij, that the Shi'Ah have raised the status of Ali bin Abi Talib to such an extent. You don't have to interrupt me. Let me finish. Again, I'm talking to Abu Karar. If you're going to,
it's not fair. You're making a slander.
Okay, no problem. You can reject my slander. You can say this guy's a liar, he's slandering us. No problem. I'm saying what I believe in, what I see, what I observe. When we go to Christians, we ask them, is Jesus like other prophets? They say, no, he is a prophet. Jesus is a prophet. However, he's also God. He's God in flesh. He's God incarnate. He has divine powers. He had, look, X, Y, and Z. And they give a list of things that Jesus forgave sins. Can a man, wait, let me finish.
When are you going to finish?
But I'm not debating you. I'm not discussing. I'm talking to this brother. I'm talking to this brother. Let me finish it.
Kill a pagan Arab.
Let me finish first. Let me finish. Likewise, when we go to the Shia brothers, respectfully, when we go to the Shia brothers, they have a particular view of Ali bin Abi Talib. They have they have a perception of Ali bin Abi Talib. They have a picture, an image of Ali bin Abi Talib in their mind, that Ali is Imam Ma'soom, Min Allah, okay? Yeah, he has certain powers which others, he knows, ilm al-ghayb, ma kana ma yakun, okay, all these, wait.
Just like Jesus raises the dead with the power of Allah.
Yes, okay. So we don't have that view. That's what I'm trying to explain. That we have a view of Ali bin Abi Talib, which is like we look at Ali just like we look at Abu Bakr. We just like we Umar. Just why we okay. So now
I know all this what you're gonna say and
we love them equally. We love them equally. Now coming to the issue, did Ali disobey Rasulullah by not listening to him?
No.
I agree with you. Shake my hands.
Yeah.
I agree with you that Ali radiallahu an loved the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He can never imagine disobeying him. Likewise, Umar, what he did in that room, in the hujra, he did it out of his love. No problem.
Accuse him of Hajr.
That's you.
Accuse him of Hajr.
Okay.
Say Hasbuna. Did Imam Ali say Hasbuna Kitab Allah?
What is the Sunnah?
Okay, now coming to Hasbuna.
If it wasn't for Imam Ali, you wouldn't be Muslim, ya brother.
I'm talking to one.
He was kicked out
Please,
as well.
Abu Karar, Hasbunallah. Do you want to hear my response? I let you talk very nicely, smoothly, without interrupting. You talked.
But I'm also
Hasbunallah, as for Hasbuna Kitabullah. What does Umar mean by that? Does Umar mean that only the Quran and no Sunnah?
Yes.
No, of course not. Because like you have a view of Ali in your mind as Shias, respectfully, you have a view of Umar in your mind. When you imagine Umar,
imagination. Come on.
Don't interrupt, because when you interrupt me, I am not able to complete what you have an image of Umar in your mind. Even the virtues of Umar, they appear to you as if they are vices. Anything good Umar will do, you will see something sinister in it. You will see some malicious intent in it. You will see a problem with it. Umar cannot possibly be good. Ali is always good, radiyallahu anhuma, both of them, right? This is a problem. Because Umar said what he said, and then I explained that if the Prophet ﷺ, this is actually blaming the Prophet, not Umar. You are actually indirectly, you are accusing the Prophet ﷺ of failing to deliver his message. Why? 3 days. This happened on Thursday. The incident you're talking about, Qartas, the incident of Qartas.
They poisoned him.
Okay.
The Prophet. They poisoned
Listen
him.
to the new one. They listen to the new one. That
أفإن مات أو قتل. Allah says in the Quran, أفإن مات أو قتل.
the Sahaba,
He said to him, if you want to write something in Sunnah,
Abu
we have
Qarar,
a better than
Abu
Sunnah is the
Qarar,
Quran.
you don't.
If you talk about the Tashri', we have the Quran. He said to him, whatever you're going to write, we have the Quran.
Hassan.
That's it.
Abu Abdullah.
That's what he said.
Abu Abdullah, we were having a very nice discussion. I want to make sure that this ends nicely as well, in a civil. So Abu Qarar, let Abu Qarar speak to me, so that when two people are talking, I request don't interrupt. Abu Qarar and me, yeah? And we now summarize the discussion. So it's clear now, this is a message to Shia brothers and sisters out there, and the Sunni brothers and sisters out there, that it's clear that we, the Shias and the Sunnis, differ with each other on fundamental issues. We do, right? Now, how do we handle those differences? We must, like myself and Abu Qarar, had a very civil, brotherly, nice discussion. We should continue with these discussions, and we should put aside hatred, a feeling of vengeance, a feeling of dislikeness towards each other, and we should engage with each other with compassion, with love and respect, most importantly. Okay, we don't agree with the Shia view, it is very clear, I don't, but we must respect it. As much as we dislike it, as much as we dislike all the things we discussed today in the Shia view, and vice versa, as much as you may dislike our interpretation of the sources of Islam, like the Quran and the Sunnah, at least give us the respect that we have reasons, we have grounds to believe in what we believe in. We are not just blind haters, a'udhu billah, or blind followers of our predecessors, our ancestors. We are open-minded, intelligent people who want to follow the truth. And with the Shia in this case, we started our discussion by discussing Safinatul Nuh, that Ahlul Bayt are that Ark of Noah. Anyone who rides the Ark is saved. Anyone who's outside of the Ark is doomed. And I told you that we are already in the Ark, because the Ahlul Bayt are inside our Ark. And you asked how, and I gave you my reasons. So it is not that we have a problem with Ali bin Abi Talib, or we have a problem with Ahlul Bayt. Rather, to the contrary, we love them. We love them like all other companions. In fact, Ali bin Abi Talib is one of the most beloved companions of the Prophet to us and his family. Yeah, we love the Ahlul Bayt, we follow them. Where do we differ? We do not follow the Shia version of the Ahlul Bayt. That's where the difference is.
Why you curse them?
We don't curse any of the Ahlul Bayt. We curse the Ahlul Bayt.
Yes, we do.
Allahu Akbar. Do you agree with him? Do you agree with him?
80 years.
Do you agree with him?
80 years Muawiyah teach the Muslims, all the Muslims, Ali is not doing Salah, and he yasubbu.
None of this is true. None of this is true.
Okay, can I also...
I refuse to accept it. I accepted anything authentic. I accepted.
Read it.
I read it. I know about this.
Until Umar bin Abdul Aziz, he came and stopped it. Read it.
So is Umar a good man? Umar bin Abdul Aziz?
Well, he's better than Muawiyah.
But is he with Ahlul Bayt in the same Safina?
No, he was looking for them to fight.
That's it. That's the point. He's still outside of the Safina. Even though he stopped the cursing, as you say, as you claim, he stopped the cursing of Ali, he's still outside of the Safina.
Not all the Shia is in the Safina. Who told you all the Shia in the Safina? Who is following them rightly?
I agree.
Brother Adnan, you said, right, that you have your own interpretation of Ahlul Bayt.
Yes.
Differs from us.
And reporting and sources.
And sources,
Yes.
right? We say, we both claim that we follow the Quran and Sunnah, right? But when it comes to, when you follow, go back to the history, and we see that some people, some Sahaba, did not really follow the Quran and the Sunnah.
They were not perfect. We don't claim they were
Yes, right.
perfect.
Yes, yes.
They sinned.
But the thing is, you see, the way Shi'ah think about this is
Yeah.
clear. Either you are with the
Perfect.
Prophet
Yeah.
and Ahlul Bayt, or you're not. Khalas.
This view is false.
No, it is. Wait. Let me finish this. You're saying that the Prophet did not actually talk about his Ahlul Bayt?
No, he did.
He did.
We
In
accept.
many hadiths.
We
And
accept.
he said,
Yeah.
look after them. Look after them. They are my Ahlul Bayt.
Yes.
Follow them.
Who are the Ahlul
Love
Bayt?
them.
Who are the Ahlul Bayt?
Okay. No, let's just take the meaning that you know who are the Ahlul Bayt.
Who are the Ahlul
Bayt? As it comes in the Sunnah and the Quran, is the Prophet, Imam Ali, Al-Hassan,
No.
Al-Hussein, Fatima.
Start in how can I put it? In chronological order,
Yeah.
or start with what we have clearly from the Quran and Sunnah. Number one, who are the Ahlul Bayt? Who is Bayt? First of all, what does Ahlul Bayt mean? Ahlul Bayt linguistically means the people of the house. Number one.
Yeah.
The question is whose house? Technically, that's where the technical meaning comes in. The house of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now, who are the people of the house of the Prophet? The Quran tells us, number one, primarily, most importantly, the wives. Why? The Quran only mentions the term Ahlul Bayt twice. Twice. Okay, wait, let me finish. Correct.
Houses. No, don't forget.
Wait.
How many houses? How many?
No, wait, let me finish.
No, you check.
Let me finish.
Talk about Bayt.
Twice the Quran mentions, I'm giving references. Surah Al-Ahzab,
Yes.
Surah number 33,
Yes.
verse number 30 onwards. Okay? And Surah Ayatul Tathir. Ayatul Tathir, the term Ahlul Bayt is mentioned there. Number one.
How many houses?
Number two.
How many houses?
Wait. I'm saying the term Ahlul Bayt. The terminology Ahlul Bayt is mentioned only twice in the Quran. Number two, the incident number two is Surah Al-Hud, verse number 73. In both instances, the Quran is referring to the wives of the prophets. In the first instance, in Surah Hud, the Quran is talking about the wife of Ibrahim when it uses the term Ahlul Bayt, even though it is a plural term. Masculine plural is applied to it in Arabic language grammatically. Okay, but it refers to one person there, which is the wife of Ibrahim. The second incident in Surah Al-Ahzab, where the wives of the Prophet ﷺ are being directly addressed by Allah. Ya Nisa an-Nabi, Ya Nisa an-Nabi, oh the women of the Prophet. So number one. Number two now, who else is Ahlul Bayt now? Who else? Ali, wait, Sheikh, wait. Ali bin Abi Talib, his children. Aqil, his children. Abbas, his children. These are the Ahlul Bayt. So we the Sunnis have a comprehensive view of Ahlul Bayt. We don't divorce the wives of the Prophet ﷺ from this privilege. Even though the Quran gives this privilege, our Shia brothers are persistent and they insist that the wives are not the Ahlul Bayt.
Okay, right. Brother Adnan talked about Ahlul Bayt. Ahlul Bayt in general terms, that what you mentioned, is of course they include the wives of the Prophet. However, we are not talking about this generalized meaning. We talk about the Ahlul Bayt that Allah specified and the Prophet specified. It's a group of people. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, إِنَّمَا يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ لِيُذْهِبَ عَنْكُمُ الرِّجْسَ أَهْلَ الْبَيْتِ وَيُطَهِّرَكُمْ تَطْهِيرًا. He didn't mention all of them, all the wives, all the families of the Prophet, because we have evidence from the Quran and the Sunnah. They were not part of that tathir, that purification.
How do we know?
I'll give you an example.
So wives are not for part of the tathir.
Not part of the tathir.
Tathir, explain what tathir means. Purification.
Allah says, Allah wants to purify the household of the Prophet from all risks. Rich.
Impurity.
Impurity, not only purity, so many things.
Impurity. Yani rich is impurity.
Impurity, the deed of shaitan, misguidance, everything,
Yes.
right? And you purify you, the best of a purification.
Yes.
Emphasis on it.
I agree, yes.
Right. Now, and then also we, from the Sunnah of the Prophet, we see that the Prophet brought Imam Ali,
Yes.
Fatima al-Zahra, Al-Hassan, Wal-Hussein, and put them under a cloak, a cloth, and covered them, and he said, Allahumma, oh Allah, those are my household, هؤلاء أهل بيتي, اللهم أذهب عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. And that was in the hadith, Salama, the wife of the Prophet, wanted to enter that cloak. And the Prophet said, no, you are on good. You are on good, but he did not include.
Anti fi makanik.
أنت على خير.
Anti ala khair fi makanik.
That didn't include that for a reason. The Prophet was doing anything the Prophet does, he knows what
Fi
he's doing.
makanik as well.
Right? So now this is where we start from. This is, we say that this group is Ahlul Bayt. From there were hadiths about the Prophet, about his Ahlul Bayt. He said, I'm leaving behind the Quran and Utrati Ahl Bayti. And Allah says, لا نسألكم عليه أجرا إلا الموتة في القربى. And so many things, emphasis that those people, that group of people should be loved and followed and treated with respect. And what do we see in history? After the death of the Prophet, the Ahlul Bayt were persecuted, were fought, were killed by who? Not the Christians, not the Jews, and not the Romans, but by Ummah Muhammad. That Brother Adnan, he respect all and he love all. And I ask him, where do you stand with this? Do you love those who fought Ahlul Bayt? Do you love those who?
The answer is no.
So why do you generalize then? We say we love all.
All who?
All Sahaba.
Yes, we love them all equally. Okay. So now let me respond to your points. Now let me respond to your points.
This is where we differ. This is where we differ.
Yeah.
Which is true.
So
you're saying our understanding of Ahlul Bayt is different from Shi'ah.
yes, it
Of
is.
course
Let me explain why.
If you accept the people who persecuted Ahlul Bayt against the wish of Allah,
Yeah.
against the wish of the Prophet, and you say, radiyallahu anhum, what is this?
Okay.
We, of course, by the way, Shi'ah, the Muslims, we're just, our problem is, our fault is that we followed what the Prophet said and Allah said. Literally.
It sounds nice.
Right? We do not.
When you hear it.
No.
When you
Of
hear it, it
course.
sounds nice.
Of course it is
It's
nice.
like the Christians say we are followers of Jesus.
Christians.
No.
But, why do you keep
No, but I'm giving an example.
No.
I'm giving. It's like the Christians we meet, they say we follow Jesus.
The question is, we have Ahlul Bayt. Who do you have? Who do you have?
We have Allah, His Messenger, and the Ahlul Bayt and the Ashab Rasul.
What?
We have all of them.
What?
We have all of them. We have all of them. The
Those who
problem is.
killed them.
Okay,
So
wait.
Right. No. I don't understand, honestly.
Let's summarize the discussion.
This is the problem.
Let's summarize.
Someone, a Sahabi, kills Ahlul Bayt, and he says, radiyallahu anhu warda. How could you do that?
Let's talk
Where
about it.
did you get this from?
Let's talk about it.
What is the logic
So far,
behind
the
it?
discussion has been very civil, and it is very clear the audience can decide as to whether the Sahaba were out to kill the Ahlul Bayt or whether the Ahlul Sunnati wal Jama'ah are actually the enemies of Ahlul Bayt or they are lovers. No problem. Let people decide.
No,
I'm saying,
not generalizing.
no problem. I have already, the discussion started by the notion of Safinatul Nuh, that anyone who rides the Ark of Noah, which is the Ahlul Bayt, as you claim, although the report is weak, right? But we have no problem with that. I said we are in the Ark already with the Ahlul Bayt. Ahlul Bayt are on our side. They are from us. They did not teach the things our Shia brothers and sisters respectfully practice around the world today. Ahlul Bayt did not teach these things. Okay? And this is a long discussion in itself. Once we get into the epistemology, the theory of knowledge of the Ahlul Bayt and how this knowledge came to us, once we discuss that, things will be clear. Now let me come back to the issue of Ayat al-Tathir. The Ayah of Tathir, the Ayah of, otherwise known as the Ayah of Purification, falls in between certain verses. It falls right in the middle of certain verses. When you read before this particular verse and when you read after who is being addressed directly by Allah in these verses, the wives of the Prophet ﷺ. The verses start with the word Ja Nisa an-Nabi. So wives are the ones who Allah is telling that Allah wants to purify you with the best of purification. He took them out, even though the Quranic context is very clear. Okay, now why does he have to do that? He has to do that because the Shia brothers, respectfully, they have a very exclusive view of the Ahlul Bayt. First of all, they claim that we are the followers of Ahlul Bayt. Okay, that's a very beautiful claim. It's a beautiful claim and we cherish it. But how true is it? When we start to actually scrutinize the claim, we realize that the Shia brothers and sisters today, and when I say Shia, I mean the 12ers, Ithna Ashariya Shia around the world, they follow 12 Imams. And all of those 12 Imams come from the descendants of Hussein. Who were the Ahlul Bayt? Ahlul Bayt were Ali radiallahu an and his descendants. The descendants of Hassan is completely divorced. It's completely put aside. They have no value in the Shia literature.
Because the Prophet said so.
Okay. Then even in the descendants of Hussein, there are certain children of Hussein. For example, after Imam Zainul Abidin, there is a certain line the Shia brothers have chosen to follow. Others are completely ignored. In fact, from that very line, that same line, some individuals who are from the Ahlul Bayt, such as Ibrahim and Nafs Zakiyah, they are completely abandoned and disowned by the Shia school, even though they are direct descendants of Imam Hussein. So why then pick and choose even from the Ahlul Bayt? If Ahlul Bayt are all to be followed and respected and loved, then why pick and choose and make the line narrower by the day, by the Imam? As it gets down, it gets narrower and narrower and narrower, and hundreds of people on the side from the Ahlul Bayt, the descendants, Hassan is out. Hassan is out quite early. Hassan is completely out. Even from the children of Hussein, most of them are ignored, rejected, or completely disowned. Okay. So I'm finishing now. So the Sunni view of the Ahlul Bayt is a quite comprehensive one. That it is the wives, it is Ali, it is the children of Aqil, the children of Abbas. These are all Ahlul Bayt, and we follow them wholeheartedly with love and compassion. We don't pick and choose, and we have not attributed lies to them, most importantly. You see, a lot of the teachings the Shia school have chosen to follow come from Iraq, Kufa. Kufa is the center, and when he made the claim, I'm right now, finishing right now. When Brother Abu Qarar made the claim that the Sunnis or the Ummah of Muhammad, these are the words he used, the Ummah of Muhammad is killing. Are you not the Ummah of Muhammad? Are you not the Ummah of Muhammad? You are also Ummah. So you're saying that you killed the Ahlul Bayt.
No.
Okay, now, if that's what, if you didn't mean that, then what's the meaning? The meaning is the first catastrophe, the first calamity of the grand scale was Karbala. It happened in Iraq. The question, I'm finishing right now, finishing right now, last point. Okay, my question is, the Shia school of thought, as it stands today, where does it originate from? The city of Kufa primarily. And I'll prove that if I get another. Okay. From Kufa, the Shia school, right? Main narrators of Shia school, main narrators who narrate attributing information to the Ahlul Bayt come from Kufa. Majority, overwhelming majority, over 90%. Now, where was Hussein killed? Who killed Hussein? Who killed? The army that killed Hussein consisted of the people of Kufa, the very ancestors of the people
finished.
who were narrating later on in the names of the Ahlul Bayt. Now, if you don't believe me, prove me wrong.
Okay, right. Despite the fact that I brought Adnan verses from the Quran, true hadith from the Sunnah, explaining who the Ahlul Bayt are, he chose to ignore it and included everybody else. Despite I brought him these, he chose to.
What did you bring?
I brought hadiths about Ahlul Bayt.
Which one?
Who were the Ahlul Bayt?
Which one?
Hadith al-Kisa.
Yes.
I brought you
How does it?
No,
How does it minus the wives?
No, wait a second. Wait, I told you, he didn't include his wives. He did not include his
Did he
wives.
say this is
Yes.
only?
Yeah. He said, yes. He
Wait,
said.
what did he say?
said, بالكساء, when he covered them up,
Where?
he said, Allahumma,
Here's internet.
هؤلاء أهل البيت.
Okay. Does that mean?
Listen,
Allahumma هؤلاء أهل البيت
Don't interrupt me, don't interrupt me. You're interrupting.
فقط.
Adnan, you're interrupting. He's interrupting. He's interrupting. Adnan, you're interrupting. I didn't.
But when you make a claim, please.
You made a claim as well. He made so many claims. Right.
Yeah, we're finishing. This is the last. Abu Qarar is. I'm not speaking after this.
Are you recording? Are you recording? Okay, I'll ignore you if you go. I'll go this channel. Yeah.
No, he's not going. He's staying until I'm staying.
We're called as well, brother. What do you think?
Carry on.
Angels coming.
Abu Qarar, carry on.
You're hungry, man.
You're finished.
What I was saying is,
Yes.
right. You're not fasting, are you?
Yes, I am.
Well, Ramadan's over.
Okay, carry on, man.
Righteous.
What I'm saying is, Brother Adnan, I don't know how we lightly ignore the verse of tathir, of purification. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying, I want to purify you, Allahu Akbar.
And who is he talking about?
Okay, what does that mean?
Context.
Ahlul Bayt, context, Ahlul Bayt, those five.
Wives and wives afterwards.
No wives. Because,
Okay, let's read
verses, the verses started for wives, yes.
And then go on to
But-
talk. And then go on to talk about wives.
in between. The verse
So
came.
ayat al-tathir is in the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
So you take the wives out from the top. You take the wives out from the bottom. You take ayat al-tathir in the middle.
Read the verses,
Yeah.
if you read the verses 33, Allah is talking to the wives with nun in this way.
No. Read 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and then you will know exactly what he's talking about.
I'm telling you.
Read 5 verses.
Allah speaks to the wives with a nun in this way. In Arabic, when he speaks to the females, always the verb ends with nun.
Can you do me a favor?
Wait.
Read the 5 verses.
Then when
Read
it
the 5
comes to the
verses.
purification
People will
part,
know.
When it comes to the purification part, it changes. It talks kum.
I'm gonna-
Ankum. Didn't say ankunna. So change the verse. Now, this is one.
No puta.
Secondly, we saying the wives are included, but we know from the
With
Sunnah,
Ahlul
from
Bayt
the history,
in the Quran is always ankum.
now he's interrupting.
Always kum with Ahlul Bayt. Even in the verse of Surah Hud, when Allah is talking, when the
so
angels,
it's not nur, not in this one.
when the angels are
Not the
talking
wives
to one
only.
person.
Okay.
Angels are talking to one
Not
person.
females only.
Wait. In Surah Hud, when the angels are talking to the wife of Ibrahim, they say Ata'jabina.
Right.
Ata'jabina, talking to one person,
This is not
and
fair.
then we'll say
Adnan,
Ahlul Bayt.
This is my time. Right. Now this is important. Allah said, I'm purifying those groups. This group. Purification from ritz. Brothers and sisters, ritz is, like Adnan said,
Impurity. Yes.
Not only impurities, anything bad, evil things, shaitan, deed of shaitans and everything
Read,
bad,
read,
right?
read, please.
Now, no, another verse. Brother.
No, read. I want you to read.
Right. Now he says,
Translate.
he says the wives
I will do it in my
but
turn.
we know some of the wives did things that were not good. Allah was not happy with them.
Okay.
Now, how could that be possible if a person, Allah said, I want to purify you, and that person goes and does bad things? That's not applicable. They're not included. They're not purified.
A'udhu billah.
You're not, brother.
A'udhu billah.
What do you mean, A'udhu Billah?
Read the Quran.
No.
Read the Quran.
No,
قررنا في بيوتكن.
No, read the Quran.
عائشة قرت في بيتها.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the ayat al-Tahrim clearly said
في بيوتكن.
إن تتوبا إلى الله فقد صغت قلوبكما. He
Ya
said,
Allah.
you better Allah didn't إن تتوبا إلى الله فقد صغت قلوبكم.
Yes.
قلوبكما, yeah?
Yes.
Right. So Allah told us, if you do not do repent, because your heart deviates.
So that means they repented.
No,
Because the Prophet stayed with them.
No, but Allah, wait. But what I'm saying
The Prophet loved them.
The point I'm trying to make.
He died with Aisha.
No, but
so
Allah
he
said,
she repented.
Okay, wait. Okay, I'm not saying she's shaitan. What is he talking about? I'm saying that she made a mistake.
You say something else.
She made a mistake. No, wait a second. So she's out of this verse of purification. Allah said,
So let's see.
Your heart's deviated. Allahu Akbar, ya akhi.
Abu Qarar, you're going on for too long. Let's read the Quran.
Do repent.
Let's read the Quran and
How
it'll be
is
clear.
that?
It'll
How
be
is
clear.
that? No, how is a person? How is a person that Allah purified, then they commit a sin? That's one thing. The other thing, we know from history that Aisha went against Imam Ali in a battle, big battle.
Why?
Why? What do you mean why?
Why?
Why did she? She didn't in the first place.
No, why?
Against the word of Allah.
But why?
Allah said,
You tell history, but you tell history partially. You don't tell the history.
No, wait.
You tell
Doesn't matter.
You tell his
She
story.
disobeyed Allah. وَقَرْنَ فِي بِيُوتِكُنَّ Allah said.
Which is what we're dealing with in that book.
Exactly. Allah said to the wives of the Prophet, stay at home.
Yes.
Do not come out.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And what did she do? What did she do?
Okay.
What did she
Are
do?
you asking?
She came out.
Abu Qarar, I can answer if you want.
Thousands of army causing a battle amongst
Why?
With
What caused it?
Good thousands of Sahaba perished.
Why?
Because of that.
Abu Qarar,
You
why?
think this is purified? Purified from risk?
But Abu Qarar, why?
How do you think,
Why did she come
How
out?
do you think, guys?
Why did she come
I don't
out?
understand this. But honestly, I'm not here because I'm Shi'ah. I'm just looking at these verses.
Sorry.
I'm looking at the actions of the people and put one to one
very good.
together.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not Shi'ah, hello, you should come up with just.
I'll even drop me off.
What's going on? Right? Then he said, by the way, he said,
I listen.
That's a joke. That's not
yes. Because we don't have the divine view of Ali bin Abi Talib you have. We don't believe Ali bin Abi Talib was Allah. We don't believe.
Look for haqq.
Wait.
The Prophet said about Imam Ali. Aliyun ma'al haqq. Do you believe in this hadith?
Abu Qarar, let me finish.
Do you believe in this hadith?
Okay. Abu Qarar, can I finish?
Of course, I will honestly
in my own language, in my own style, in my own view.
I'll give you time. You know me, I'll give you time. Just confirm this hadith. Did the Prophet say about Imam Ali? Aliyun ma'al haqq. Ayna yudaru ma'ah?
I don't know where this hadith is.
Hadith.
Take it out.
Aliyun is
okay. No, wait. What did he say? Mustadr al-Hakim. No, this is the problem now with the Shia brothers. With respect. Wait. They will bring weak reports, thinking that every time they will bring weak reports, they will be able to get away with it. And they do, unfortunately. With Sunnis, those who don't know the sources, those who don't study the sources, they bring these weak reports on top of weak reports. Like the brother earlier was saying, Sunni, it is in the Sunni books. It is in the Sunni books. It is in the Sunni books. Wait. Now I'm coming to it. The Quran, the issue of, we were discussing the issue of Ahlul Bayt, and Abu Qarar went on to a concluding speech, and he went into so many different territories.
You do as well.
Okay, I'm not going to do that.
Christians, I don't know who.
Okay, the issue of the wives of the Prophet, whether they are the Ahlul Bayt or not. Now, the verse the Shia brothers, with respect, use to argue the point is in chapter 30 of the Quran, chapter 33 of the Quran. It is verse 33. 33. When you read the verses before and the verses after, say it. Don't. When you read the verses before and the verses after, it shows you who the verse is actually talking about. The Shias, they divorce the wives from top and they divorce the wives from the bottom, and they apply that particular piece, that verse, to Ali bin Abi Talib and his children, and we have no problem with that. But we have a problem with divorcing the wives of the Prophet ﷺ from the context. Now, what is the context? I'm going to read now the Quran itself. Chapter 33 of the Quran, verse 30. O wives of the Prophet, whoever of you should commit a clear immorality, for her the punishment would be doubled, twofold, and ever is that, for Allah says. And whoever of you devoutly obeys Allah and His Messenger and does righteousness, we will give her her reward twice, and we have prepared for her a noble provision. Again, O wives of the Prophet, you are not like any women among you anyone among women. You're not like other women. If you fear Allah, then do not be soft in speech, lest he in whose heart is a disease should covet, but speak with appropriate speech, speak straight. And abide in your houses, and do not display yourselves as the display of the former times of ignorance, and establish prayer, and give zakat, and obey Allah and His Messenger. And now this is the part of the verse Abu Qarar completely divorces the wives from. Allah intends only to remove from you the impurity, O the people of the house of the Prophet, and to purify you with an extensive purification. It continues, and remember what is recited in your houses of the verses of Allah in wisdom. Indeed, Allah is ever subtle and acquainted. Okay, up to this point, verse 34. Can we not have this? Wait, can we? Because we're being distracted by this. Wait, okay. I have read 4 verses. Anyone here who heard these verses, who do you think these verses are talking about? Simple context. Simple context. Who? Anyone? The wives of the Prophet. They are directly addressing the wives of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So it is clear. Now Abu Qarar raised a very important point, that when we get guys, can I seriously ask you guys, if you want to talk, go there. No, go there. No, okay, you want to go? No, wait, but don't have a discussion here. Wait. So here in verse number 33, when Allah talks about purification, Allah uses a very specific reference. Innama yuridullahu liyudhiba ankum ar-rijsa. This kum now is a masculine plural. Here Abu Qarar and Shia brothers respectfully argue that kum cannot be possibly a reference to a number of women, because in the Arabic language a reference to them is kunna. It should be kunna, not kun. Kum. Now, how do we respond to this? We tell them, when the term Ahlul Bayt is used, Ahlul Bayt in the Arabic language is a masculine term, and which is always taken as a plural. Sayyid, you're not stopping. Sayyid, you're not stopping, Akhi. Akhi, you want to talk? You can talk to me afterwards. Okay, wait. I requested earlier. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Abu Qarar. Wait. Okay. So kum is a reference of plural masculine, and it cannot possibly apply to a number of women, because it should be in that sense kunna. But Allah uses kum because of the term Ahlul Bayt, because Ahlul Bayt is a masculine term, and always a masculine plural is applied to it. Why do I say that? Let's go to another verse of the Quran to prove that claim. Am I just making claim? No. Surah Hud, okay, verse 73. Same issue is dealt with there, and you will see what Allah is doing here. Surah Hud, verse 73, same term Ahlul Bayt is used in a masculine plural sense for one woman. For one woman, not many, one woman. Why? Angels are talking to the wife of Ibrahim. She is one woman. How do we know? Qalu, angels say to the wife of Ibrahim, Ata'jibina min amrillah. Are you astonished? Are you shocked on the command of Allah? And I'll translate from the. They said, are you amazed at the decree of Allah? Who are they talking to? The angels are talking to one woman. How do we know that from the grammar? Ata'jabina means one woman. Are you one person, female? Are you amazed at the decree of Allah? Then it continues, Rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu alaykum. Alaykum. A reference of plural, masculine, to one woman. To one woman. How does that make sense? Same if we follow that reasoning of Abu Qarar, same kum is used there. Why? Ahlul Bayti, because of Ahlul Bayt. So whenever Ahlul Bayt will be used, a masculine plural will be used to describe it, because in the Arabic grammar that's how it works. Even though there is one woman being addressed by the angels, when they say to her, may Allah's mercy be upon you. When they say you, they use the reference of masculine plural to refer to one woman because of the term Ahlul Bayt, because it's masculine and plural.
Right.
And this is our response. Therefore, this lame argument, which goes against the Quranic grammar and the reasoning of the Quran and other examples in the Quran, doesn't work. You cannot divorce the wives, no matter how hard you try, you cannot. With regards to the kisa, I'm finishing now. Okay, with regards to the kisa, the cloak of the Prophet put Ali, his children and his wife under the cloak, Fatima radiallahu anha, the Prophet's daughter, all of them were under the cloak. And the Prophet said, Ha'ulai Ahl Bayti. Yeah, this is my house. Okay, now nowhere in this hadith there is an indication the Prophet said, this is only this is my house.
Who's talking about only?
No, okay.
Forget
okay,
the only.
Okay.
No one said
Now,
it.
if it's not only,
Yes.
then wives are also there.
What
Then Aqil is also there. Abbas is also there.
What else
So
did he say?
so
What
Safina.
else did he say?
Okay. Now I'm done.
Yalla.
Thank you very much for talking to me.
Yalla, brother.
Give me a hug. And although
By the way,
although we disagree,
love you.
we disagree. We disagree.
Unlike you, you are my brother in Islam, and I love you for the sake of Allah. No humanity, like you say. Oh, you are my brother in humanity. Huh?
When does I hate you?
No. I didn't say you.
I just hugged you.
Yeah, no, I didn't say you hate me. But no, he said in humanity, which means.
I stand by that.
But he
Which
said
means
he
what?
hate you.
I told you what Imam Ali said. Imam Ali said.
But we
Imam Ali said.
start another debate again, man.
A man is either your brother in Islam or your brother in humanity. You said,
It's
I am your
recorded.
brother in humanity.
It's recorded.
What does that-
It's clear that we disagree on major issues.
Right.
And because of that
But I am
disagreement,
your brother, and I just said you are my brother in Islam.
Thank you.
You're telling me I'm your brother in humanity.
Okay, wait.
See the difference?
Wait.
See your brother in Islam? No.
In both.
okay, well, I'm answering. He asked a very good question. Is this person my brother in Islam? Okay, I will answer this question straight. His Islam and my Islam are two different things. That's why.
That's
wait.
That's
No.
a big
I'm not
statement.
saying. Wait. His view on Islam, as clearly demonstrated in this debate, in this discussion we had for 2 hours nearly, it was clearly demonstrated that his view on Islam is different to mine, and my view on Islam is different to his. Therefore, we cannot be on the same page. We are not on the same page. Having said that, I still love him as a brother in humanity.
Love you too.
Okay.
Love you.
Okay.
Let's
No
eat.
problem.
كتاب الله دستوري كتاب الله دستوري وخير الخلق أسوتنا
بسنته